Hey, how's it going, everyone? This is Petey Proudlock, and it is the preview for tomorrow's game between Aston Villa against Newcastle United, which will be a 3 o'clock kickoff at Villa Park. So we're coming off the back of that 4-2 home defeat against West Ham last Sunday. Took the lead twice, went into half-time 2-1 up. Steve Bruce's awful half-time team talk arrived, and it all completely changes in the second half. We get absolutely demolished, and West Ham come out with that game winning 4-2. Aston Villa coming off the back of a 3-2 away defeat against Watford last Saturday. Got absolutely dominated in that first half. They really, really did. Came back in the second half, but it just wasn't enough for them. And that is how Watford won the game 2-1. So, Villa Park tomorrow. It's not going to be easy, but we need a massive improvement performance, I must say, particularly in the second half. If we play well in the first half and we're in a good position going into half-time, build on it. Don't do the complete polar opposite in the second half and just sit back, let the opposition counter-attack us, and we get absolutely, completely blitzed like we did against West Ham. If we do that against Villa, they're only going to do the same. They really, really are. They are now without Jack Grealish after he completed his move to Manchester City. But Villa are still a decent side. They have still got other decent players in that team. And they are going to look for replacements as well. They've got a decent striker in, Danny Ings, who can certainly score goals. I must say, so they've done well to get him. And I think Villa's business in the transfer market, I don't think will stop there as well. Honestly, they're going to give that rest of that money to Dean Smith, and he probably is going to go out and spend and look for more replacements in that Villa side to make sure that his side have a decent season this season as well. So there we are. For players unavailable who could come back, for us, we've been dealt with another injury blow, and that is Jonjo Shelby has picked up another calf injury. But to me, not a big loss for me, because the bloke's been a crock of shite lately. He's finished, and he should have been gone at the end of the season. He really, really should have been. So to me, not a big loss for me there as well. So we're still going to be without Dummett, who's not far away from returning, I think, but is not going to make it in time for tomorrow. And we've still got Darlow out after recovering from COVID, and Dubravka is still recovering from a broken foot as well. But the good thing is, Joe Willock is available tomorrow. Absolutely delighted. And would I be throwing him in that start lineup? Absolutely yes. Get him in that start lineup. You can tell what he was like in his loan spell last season. Let's put him in there tomorrow from the start, and let's see if he can carry on from where he left off from last season for us as well, because we've brought him on a permanent deal for a reason now. There's the opportunity to get him in that side now and see if he can continue his form from last season as well. He's going to be wearing a goal. I must say he really, really will be, and he'll be excited as well that he is now going to be involved for us tomorrow. For Villa, unfortunately, they still haven't got Watkins fit yet. There was a bit of hope for Villa, thinking, could he be ready in time to play us? Fortunately, that hasn't been the case, and they're also going to be without Traore as well, who apparently has picked up a hamstring injury and could be facing a few weeks out as well. But what we need to make sure we do is have an improvement performance out on that pitch. I think Steve Bruce needs to make some changes, particularly in the back and also in the midfield role as well. Well, you'll have to make one change in the centre midfield role as well because of Shelby's injury. But the back line, I think he should be looking to replace two players in the back line. I must say, because it got absolutely dominated in that second half against West Ham. And what we need to make sure we do is we just attack and we go at Villa and we can put them under pressure. We have got the players to do it, but it's the manager who's got to get the thing right. And the thing is, he cannot be trusted a lot of the time. But if we give the ball to the likes of ASM and Callum Wilson, etc., they will cause the opposition problems. They really, really will. So, and if we go into half time and it's so far so good. Look to build on in the second half. Don't sit back, because we will come unstuck if that does happen massively. So the players we need to watch out for Aston Villa, and I have picked a few of them as well. So these are the ones I picked out. Starting off with this man, Danny Ings. You can tell why Villa brung him into the club for a reason, and he can't score goals. He certainly can't score goals. So that is a one we have to watch out for tomorrow. Another one I've picked out, and that is the new signing from Norwich, Buendia. Very good attacking midfielder, and Villa brung him in for a reason. So we're going to have to watch for him pressing up the pitch as well, because he's certainly a talented lad, Buendia. So that is another one that I have chosen. Another one I've chosen as well is El Ghazi. Certainly can bomb up that right-hand side. He really, really can. Indeed. And he can certainly get balls into the box as well. So again, another one our defence will have to watch out for as well. And the final one I've picked out, and that is John Mcginn. Very good in that centre midfield role. Very creative player, and he can certainly put a tackle in as well. John McGinn, Scottish international as well. Very, very decent midfielder as well. So them are the players we have to watch out for Villa tomorrow from the ones that I have chosen. So defensively, we are going to have to be really better. We really, really have to be. So predicted lineup for tomorrow. I think Steve Bruce will stick with a 5-3-2 formation, but he's got to make some changes, particularly in the defence and the midfield. So here we are then. So start off in goal, Freddie Woodman. He is going to continue in goal. It wasn't his fault. He had 4 put past him because we had an absolutely shambolic defence on that day against West Ham, and that is what happened. So Freddie Woodman, I want to see more of the lad. I certainly do rate the lad. He's had a good loan spell at Swansea, so I don't see any reason why he should be dropped from that start lineup. Very good young lad as well. So he continues in goal for me tomorrow. The 3 centre-backs, there's got to be some changes in here as well. Right centre-back spot, I'm going to go with Fabian Schär. I'm going to put him in that start lineup. Take Emil Krafth out. He is useless. He's certainly not a centre-back. And the bloke is just absolutely... He's been one of our worst defenders we have brought in this football club as well. So I'm going to put Fabian Schär in that right centre-back spot. And he can certainly play there. He certainly can play there, Fabian Schär. Middle of the centre-back, the captain, Jamal Lascelles. Maybe get him in there and see what he can do. Even though people haven't been impressed with him lately, but I think we need to make some changes in that defence. We really, really need to. And hopefully he might come back as a more confident player, even though there's a lot of fans who are not feeling really confident, but we shall wait and see. So I am going to put Jamal Lascelles in the start lineup for tomorrow. Left centre-back role, I'm actually going to stick Federico Fernandez, but I'm going to put him more on the left-hand side of the defence. I know he didn't have his greatest game, but I thought he was the better, but because the other two I had, Clark and Krafth, were absolutely torn a new one. They really, really were. And they were really awful last week. They really were. And I'm going to take Clark out as well. I think he's gone a little bit backwards, I must say, Clark. I think he has. Fernandez is one of our better defenders, so I'm actually going to keep him in the defence role as well. Wing-back spots. Right-hand side, Jacob Murphy. He's been fantastic, even though it wasn't his greatest game, I would say, last week. Gave away a penalty, which was actually not a penalty. But we all know why he's now been given that opportunity, and he's been absolutely brilliant, particularly last season. So he stays on that right-hand side of the wing-back roles. Left wing-back role, Matt Ritchie. Now, I'm going to keep him in. There was some people said he was one of our worst players last week. Definitely wasn't. When he goes on that pitch, he gives 110%. He gets on with the job. And he certainly loves to play the game here, Matt Ritchie. So I'm going to keep him in that left wing-back spot. I really, really am. The centre midfield roles, there is going to be a change here because of Shelby's injury. So first of all, I'm going to go with Isaac Hayden. And we all know Hayden has been a big miss at this club. What he should be doing a lot of the time is protecting the defence and make sure he can get a tackle as well. He was pushed higher a lot of the pitch, a lot of the time yesterday because Shelby wasn't that bothered. And that is why Hayden had to push forward a lot of the time. So, make sure Hayden does what he does as a defensive midfielder, protect the defence, and make sure he can get a tackle in as well. He can push forward a little bit if he needs to, but make sure he does the job of what a defensive midfielder does. Next position in the centre midfield roles. Get him in there. Joe Willock. He's going to be up and ready. He really, really is. And I can't wait to see the lad play. I really, really can't. We've paid the money to Arsenal for a reason. Get him in that start lineup for tomorrow. Get him in there. So he starts for me tomorrow, Joe Willock. Last of the centre midfield roles, Miggy. Even though I don't like to see him play there, but what I want to see him do is push a little bit further up the pitch as well. He's got pace. Hopefully what he needs to cut out is to drop back a lot of the time. If he knows he can get a pass in, go for that pass. Or take on their players as well. He certainly can do that, Miggy, rather than dropping back a lot of the time. I know it's the position he's playing, but let's see if he can do that. Try and take players on or get a pass when he needs to. Maybe that role might start to suit him a little bit better. But we'll wait and see. And now the attacking two up front. First of all, ASM. And we all know what ASM is about at this football club. What he needs to cut out as well, ASM, is hang on the ball too much. He can do that a heck of a lot. And it can be very frustrating. If he knows to get a pass or a cross in, do it. So, and ASM will be a big bright spot at this football club. He really, really will be. And alongside him, Callum Wilson. He's going to be up and ready again. He's going to be feeling confident again as well after getting his goal against West Ham in the first game. We need to make sure we get more service into him. And if we do that, he's got a chance of getting more goals at this football club as well, definitely. And what I hope we don't do is take him off when we need him. Because taking him off at 4-2 down against West Ham, the game was done and dusted for West Ham. It really, really was. And when you take him out, we lack goals massively. We really, really do. So only take Wilson off if you need to, because we need him for tomorrow as well, definitely. So that is the predicted lineup for what I've gone with. We all know Bruce is going to stick with the same formation, but he should make some changes in there. He really, really should. Score prediction. It's not going to be an easy game. It just really, really isn't. But if we go at them and attack them in the full 90 minutes, we've got an opportunity. But our record down there is not good. We've lost the last 2 times. 2-0 defeats there have been as well. And we've shown no fight in previous to them games. That is the thing. I'm going to go for Villa to win by 2-1. Tomorrow, I think we'll get a goal. But I think there could be another defeat on the cards tomorrow. I hope I'm wrong. But we all know Villa has just been a tough place for us recently. It just really, really has been. So let me know down in the comment section, as always, how we go in this game, your predicted lineup, and of course your score prediction will be as well. After the game, I always give my quick thoughts, and I'll be doing a player ratings video as well. So thank you for watching. Of course, don't forget to give this video a like. Please drop your comments in as well. Of course, if you haven't checked me out before, please do hit that subscribe button. I shall catch us all later. Take care. Can we get a result tomorrow? And do you hope Joe Willock starts?